It was a quiet night in the small town of San Juan, where the air hung thick with the scent of wet earth and the distant calls of nocturnal creatures. The moon cast an eerie glow over the landscape, illuminating the rustling trees and silent houses that lined the streets. In this close-knit community, stories of the Chupacabra, the dreaded bloodsucker of livestock, had long been dismissed as mere folklore, whispered about in hushed tones but rarely taken seriously. But no one could shake the feeling that something was lurking just beyond the shadows. Over the past few weeks, reports of strange behavior among the livestock began to surface. Goats were found drained of their blood, their lifeless bodies strewn in the fields, unsettling the townsfolk. Fear transformed the once vibrant discussions at the local diner into hushed speculations, leaving an unsettling chill in the air. Among the town's residents was Anya, a curious teenager captivated by the stories surrounding the Chupacabra. While others scoffed, she felt compelled to uncover the truth behind the legend. Armed with her light and a camera, Anya set out one night, determined to spot the so-called monster that she feared was more than just a tale. As she trekked through the dense brush on the edge of town, a silence enveloped her, the only sound being the crunch of twigs beneath her feet. Her heart raced with every rustle and call of night creatures, each one echoing her doubts about her decision to venture out alone. And then, from the corner of her eye, she caught a glimpse of movement, a figure darting between the trees. Anya's pulse quickened as she followed, the thrill of the hunt boosting her courage. The figure was smaller than she expected, its eyes shining like two piercing orbs in the dark. The Chupacabra was real, and it drew closer, revealing a spiked back and elongated snout that seemed to reflect the moonlight ominously. Suddenly it stopped, staring directly at her with a gaze filled with hunger. Time seemed to freeze as Anya realized the stories didn't prepare her for this moment. It lunged forward and panic set in. She turned to run, but a piercing howl echoed through the night, sending a wave of terror coursing through her veins. But that wasn't the end. The following days became a blur of worry and confusion in town. Anya never returned. Her camera, discovered abandoned on the forest floor, held the last images of a wide-eyed girl facing a creature born from nightmares. The townspeople mourned her loss, yet some whispered that deep in the woods, the Chupacabra still roamed, perhaps now with a new companion. And in the quiet corners of San Juan, a familiar chill returned. That tight feeling in their chests as they heard a howling in the night, reminding them that legends weren't just stories, and sometimes the monster wasn't so far away. They began to wonder, who truly lived next door?
Dark Tales. Subscribe now.